out there, work on some pick and roll set. Knowing he's got to carry a little bit heavier load with Jaylen Brown being gone. So.
All right, obviously this is Danny Green. Obviously this is Chiney Ogumike. And obviously this is Bobby Marks. But, you know, we
you're
have to be formal with the introductions. Really quick, you worked out here at Summer League.
I have.
What do you think strategically of him working out on this court?
I don't think it was an accident.
Okay.
I worked out here plenty of times, and I've never gotten the main court. Maybe because I was a role player.
Okay.
But also, we like to keep our workouts kind of behind the scenes, closed doors. Maybe it wasn't available, but I don't think he minds being out here in the spotlight right now.
Showing us everything.
This is
what he looks like. Yeah,
this
now
is the
look
new Boston.
It's his team.
Yep.
Okay. All right, this place was just buzzing last night. I mean, it was filled to the rafters. Everybody was out to see number 1, A.J. Devonta. Number 2, Darren Peterson. Go head-to-head. This is the first time that we've seen Devonta. We saw Peterson in a couple of Summer League games, and he came out, and he was very, very aggressive in this one. What did you think of what you saw?
I mean, I love what I saw. He came in with the sense of urgency, he came with intensity, and he got a lot of attempts up in that first half. At 19 points, got to the rim. He was 5 for 5 at the rim. I know he struggled other areas, 2 for 13, but he got to that free throw line, and he was aggressive and let it be known he was here to
And
play.
here was the play of the night. Let's hear what he said.
Yeah, I mean, I turned the corner. The only way I was going to be able to score that was dunking. I got fouled probably 2 times, so I had to go punch it.
And then on the other side, there was Darren Peterson and Bobby. They looked very prepared for Peterson.
Well, they had a 2-game scouting report last week in Salt Lake City here. And as I said, that might have been the best Summer League defense I've seen since I've been coming here in Las Vegas. They locked him up all game. They made it really difficult for Darren Peterson last night.
Yeah, but he handled it well.
Oh, he took his time. And I knew in the second half he'd be more aggressive. He'd find his spots. He didn't force the issue. And he ended up having a really good game that second half. He was in his zone and in a pace, a really good pace. He had some foul trouble, but made some big shots.
Everybody wanted to see this. They were going crazy.
Oh, yeah, everyone was out of their seats. They're playing ones right here to end the second
$1 million
quarter.
move.
Oh, $1 million move, nickel shot. Nickel shot, but it's all right. You'll have many money shots coming.
Yeah, Devonta had 19 in the first half. Peterson had 11, and Devonta coughing it up here. How about Peterson at the other end?
Well, this is what I like with Darren Peterson. Transition, getting out and running here. 3-level score, and we saw this a little bit last night. That was only the only turnover for AJ last night.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Devonta just getting to the hoop all night long.
Downhill, what he does best, getting to that rim. Doesn't matter how packed the paint is. He's athletic, he's strong, and he has good, patience in the air.
All right, here was Devonta after the game talking about the crowd and that energy inside this very arena.
It was fun. I mean, first time I heard them roar was like during the introductions, during the starting lineup. It was just crazy. Like I'm in Vegas, getting a lot of love. Just getting back on the court. I got bounced out the first round. So I haven't played since like March 10th, so just getting back on the court, playing with some guys, getting some chemistry. It was fun.
It's been good. I'm back having fun. I wasn't really experiencing that much at Kansas. I was off at the time, so just to feel like myself again.
He hasn't played since March, like 5-on-5.
So Devonta's 27 points. Those are the most by a top overall pick in his Vegas Summer League debut since Blake Griffin back in 2009.
Okay.
That's pretty cool,
Pretty
right?
good draft class right there.
Yeah.
Part of that draft class.
And, listen.
Second rounder, but really good draft class.
The best ever, huh?
Oh, yeah, the
top
best ever.
Top 5.
I feel like we talked
Steph
about
Curry's
that
in there,
one already.
James Harden, Drew Holiday, DeMar
That's
DeRozan.
right.
A really good draft class.
There you go. I love it, Danny.
Gotta shout out the
Peterson.
guys.
Can I ask you about Peterson? Listen, it's Summer League. We saw him have 2 phenomenal games. He turned it over 8 times. He did have 9 fouls, which, by the way, does not foul you out in Summer League.
Use them all.
You have to go to 10.
Use them all.
But if you're evaluating his performance last night,
I loved his in-between game. He had a nice little lefty floater, the ability to get to the rim, that's a really soft touch. I loved his footwork. Danny and I were talking about the separation on his shot. There was a 3 in the corner there. He missed it there, but man, he looked the part. He certainly does. Utah's got a really good player, and it's a foundation to work off of.
For sure. I loved his maturity because he showed patience. He didn't feel like he needed to score a lot early. He took his time, got more into it in the second half. On the other side of it, AJ, he was different. He came out guns blazing.
yeah, he was aggressive, right? Show us how he was getting downhill all night.
Tape right now, he's getting downhill. You got a double screen coming, or a screen. He would get the switch, and next you know, he sees a double team coming. I'm going downhill. I'm getting to the rim. He was 5 for 5 at the rim last night. So again, 2 for 13 other areas, but really good at the rim. Same time situation. Gets in a pick and roll, kind of avoids the pick, gets around, gets lefty live. See, there's 4 guys in the paint. It doesn't matter. He's athletic, has good hang time, still finishes around the rim with an up and under, reverse layup. So he was doing it in every facet. He also got, I like the Malone spot for him. People don't know what that is. It's from the elbow to the corner. There's like a post-up area where Karl Malone used to post up.
Yeah.
That's a good space for guys like Tracy McGrady.
Tracy McGrady, okay, the fadeaway. He's not going to have any problem getting his points in the NBA, right? How do you think this is going to go, Shanae?
He will not have any problem. To me, he just wanted to make a statement.
Yeah.
From the opening tip, he was on one. It's not about him playing perfectly. For me, it's about him playing passionately.
There you go.
Because the opportunity he has is to turn a franchise around. He will be surrounded by talent. The talent was there on the sideline, Trae Young and Anthony Davis. But the most important thing he has to do is galvanize his squad to be able to play well. And I feel like he's got that it factor. Now let's talk about his game. The ferocity in which I saw him attack was very similar. I know I'm not trying to make big stretches, like Giannis in transition.
There you go.
People that are just playing with force. The play of the night was the dunk.
Yeah.
Because there were multiple defenders around him. He split through. It's almost like, what is
And
it?
got
Didn't
fouled
see
too,
you?
yeah.
Got
With
fouled.
Red Sea.
Yeah, he didn't see you. Like, what is it, the John Cena? Like, I
Yeah.
don't see
Yeah.
When he's playing like that, it's like those are those unguardable plays. Now, I'm excited for the future. Over 5 from 3. We don't care about it. It's
Yeah.
Summer League.
Work
But when
on
he
it.
adds that to his game, this man will be different.
Yeah, because, and you have Trae Young watching, right? And you have Anthony Davis watching. I mean, what must they be thinking about what this is all going to
You know what
mean?
they must be thinking? That we can play through A.J. DeBonsa. That we can put the ball in his hands and we can basically spread out the offense with certainly maybe Trae Young in the corner and we can post up AD. I loved, as Shanae said, the ability to get downhill at his best in getting to the rim. 5 of 6 on attempts, 1 of 8 on jumpers, right? Which is still a work in progress. But I throw a lot of that out the window, certainly first come. And as we said, 1 turnover.
Yeah.
If you're going to have the ball in your hands and you only have 1 turnover, that's a good sign last
The
night.
turnovers by Peterson bother you?
No, because I think this is still a learning curve. I think, as we said, the defense last night, they made it extremely difficult. And remember, when he's in Utah, he'll be with Keontae George in that backcourt. A lot of these guys, and I give a lot of these players credit for being here. A lot of these players are not going to be on an NBA roster when we get to October.
It's hard to grade them when they're not playing against or with other NBA guys. Again, the floor would be more space for AJ and for Darren Peterson with those other guys.
I just love the
that are
fact
on
they
the
game
sideline.
plan for him in Summer League.
They did a good job.
I know that is kind of wild, but one thing I take away from Darren Peterson, it's not when things are going well that you keep eyes, it's when things are going more difficult. And when things were more difficult, he didn't quit, he didn't pout, he just kept playing the game. And to me, if you're looking for a star of a franchise in Utah, you need someone that can give you points regardless of how the game is going.
Yeah.
And it seems like, we said
Short-term
smooth
memory.
operator.
Yes.
He's just going to be solid and consistent, and I feel like that's what they need at that
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting,
Yeah.
right? Just watching those two and seeing the future of the NBA. Okay, now we're going to go off the court. We have this developing story. It was reported yesterday on our show that the LA Clippers, the Toronto Raptors, that trade centered on Kawhi is not going to be complete until the investigation into the Clippers and the company aspiration is over. Shams, can you kind of weigh in here on this whole situation? Just kind of help break it down because it's very complicated for our audience.
Hey, now I'm told that both the Raptors and the Clippers are confident and believe and expect that at the end of this investigation into potential salary cap circumvention to the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard, that this trade will go through. And both teams, there's a sense of urgency from them on an investigation outcome that has continued on here for 10 months. From the players' union side, there's also a sense of urgency as well. And listen, the NBA, for its part, has made it clear that results from the law firm independently is still weeks away. And at the crux of this, the delay in a trade being completed is because the Raptors would assume the risk of any potential discipline to Kawhi Leonard. That does not mean that there will be discipline.